This audio is a dedication to a remarkable woman and fellow whisperer who goes by the name Lilium Candidum 27. My heart absolutely goes out to her in everything she has gone through, and I admire her strength. She is a tower of courage, not only in facing her fears and complications, but in sharing those experiences within the Whisper community. I want to give back to her the inspiration that she has given us. I'm at a complete loss for words when it comes to her videos, but I can say that I dearly wish I could meet her someday so that I might give her a hug of my own, which I know she would really love. In keeping with Lilium's inspiration to us, I'd like to share a bit more about my background as I grew up and with my reasons for my inability to sleep. I am the youngest of 5 kids. I have 2 elder brothers and 2 elder sisters. My mind has suppressed nearly all of my memory from about 7 years of age and younger. My father left when I was 6 years old, and, well, it was for the best. When I was a baby and a toddler, because there was so much chaos in our home, I used to pull out my hair. Quite literally, I pulled out my hair. If that isn't a sign of a troubled child, I really don't know what is. Even to this day, my head is terribly sensitive. Because of the separation with my parents, our family became quite angry and there was a lot of separation. And it's been nearly 15 years now and we're still trying to pick up the pieces. My father's family history is really quite extraordinary. When he was just a teenager, his father was finally able to flee Germany after World War II. My grandfather, or Opa, was forced to fight in the German army against his will, but as a result he does speak 5 languages fluently. But we are still finding lost relatives all over Europe, mainly in Russia, the Ukraine, Poland, Germany, and Czech Republic. Growing up in a family that was so divided, and in a home where there was constant fighting and yelling, made it nearly impossible to relax. And it wasn't until about 2 years ago that I really found out what being really relaxed felt like. My only respite from all the fighting was music, and I did play the piano, but my mother was my teacher, so I quit fairly quickly. I can still play a little, but it's not very good. I've basically turned to singing. When I was a teenager, I began to take private lessons for vocal music, and surprisingly enough, I was actually quite good at it. So as I began to sing more and more, my teacher had me study both opera and then musical theatre, and I fell in love with music theatre and acting, and to this day my biggest passion in life is to act and to sing. And if it wasn't such a pain to go into a career in acting or vocal music, I would definitely pursuing it more fiercely than I am now. The main reason that I began to sing was because my vocal teacher had seen me in the hallways at school every day, and he had noticed that I had become very depressed. And he basically took me under his wing, and I really owe him everything because he has been such an influence in my life. He got me through some of the hardest times. 3 years ago, my mother was remarried. She used to say that she would never get married unless God plopped someone down in her backyard, and that's exactly what happened. So the day that she was getting married, her fiancé got very sick and needed to be hospitalized. And we had family from all over the world there for the wedding. So we decided that we would still have the wedding, but it would take place in the hospital. And it was very romantic, even though the hospital staff was the only witness. But to this day, they still remember us, which is very, very cool. Anyway, we thought that there was only something minor wrong with him, like a stomach ulcer. But it turns out that it was cancer, and very advanced cancer, and he passed away 6 months later. It was a very difficult time for my family, especially my mother. It's been 3 years now since he passed away, almost to the day. We have only gotten stronger through it. The passing of my stepfather was the beginning of a downward spiral for me. After his passing, I had a very dear friend of mine commit suicide, and then another friend got into a very bad car accident and passed away. And it was a very, very difficult time for me, and that is when I began to have some very difficult times trying to fall asleep. I was working with a younger classroom of children, and I was reading to them out loud, and I realized how soothing it was to them. So that night I went to the library and checked out the audiobooks that they had there. And over the last few years I have listened to every single one. But I think I have listened to Jim Dale's Harry Potter so many times that I'm pretty sure I could probably recite them from memory. So a few months ago I started to scour YouTube to try to find new audiobooks when I stumbled upon a whisper audio, and I was very taken aback, and I thought it was very, very weird, but I couldn't bring myself to press pause, and I began remembering when I was a young girl and I would have a sleepover, and all my friends would be laying on the floor, bundled up in sleeping bags with pillows, and we would whisper all through the night and try to be as quiet as we could so that our parents wouldn't come up and demand we go back to sleep. And I guess from that video on I never went back. And I am very, very glad that I can give back to the community that has helped me so much over the past few months. As this video